Alright, for number 23, I'm going to redraw this, and I'm going to have you notice several different things here. Okay, so this is an alcohol group. My main parent chain has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then on the 1, 2, 3, 4th one, I have another methyl group coming off. Okay, so I'm going to have you notice several different things with this. Number 1, I've got this O here, so I've got an oxidation reaction going on. When a primary alcohol, this is a primary alcohol because it is attached to an end carbon, and the carbon is only attached to one other carbon. Okay, so remember, primary, the carbon is attached to one other carbon. Now, anytime you have an oxidation reaction occurring, whether it be a primary, secondary, whatever, you're going to have a carbonyl group being formed. But we got some options here. Now, since this is a primary carbon, if you have the amount of oxidation that occurs is important. So we want to look for some key words here, like limited amount of oxidation or excess amount of oxidizing agent. We want to see if we have a primary carbon, if it gives some kind of a quantitative number or quantitative measure of how much oxidizing agent is there. Because the first thing that's going to happen is that this is going to form an aldehyde. Okay, so we've got this carbonyl group with the hydrogen attached to it. Now, if this is a limited amount, what you're going to get. If you have an excess amount, it's going to form a carboxylic acid. So sometimes, you know, wine gets that vinegary taste. We've had too much oxidation going on. So it's going to have this ending to it, the carboxylic acid ending. So we're noticing number 1, what we've got here. We've got a primary alcohol. This is an oxidation reaction. And it does not specify, in this case, whether you've got enough, too much, too little. So what I would do to be safe is to indicate to me that you know, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would indicate that you know first you would get this aldehyde, and then if there's enough, you would get that carboxylic acid. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so again, primary alcohol. It's a primary alcohol because it's got one other carbon attached to it. So the alcohol is just dangling off the end. The O means there's an oxidation reaction. Anytime there's an oxidation reaction, you're going to get a carbonyl group formed. That's a carbon double bonded to an oxygen here with, you know, something else. That's your carbonyl group. First thing that happens, if there's a mention of any kind of a limited amount of oxidizing agent, you're getting an aldehyde. So you just put a carbonyl group here attached to your hydrogen, you get this aldehyde. If you've got an excess or plenty of it, you get this carboxylic acid forming right here.